as the ultimate prize. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It's that familiar feeling again, Jim Beglin. Unerring focus, steely drive.
Yes, Peter, I think this is probably the round where you get a serious indication as to who the serious candidates are, who has the momentum.
And of course there are tactical considerations to take into account. Musiala! Koundé with the clearance. Sané. Now it's Havertz. And this is Sané. And here's Musiala. Can he finish? Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, a team spine so often starts with Manuel Neuer. The moniker of sweeper keeper often hides another strength of his, which is his distribution, one that always puts his teammates on a positive footing.
And a chance! That was very necessary. He is through here. Akiush is onto this. Front-footed pressing going on here. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Dembele. Now it's Havertz. That's been cut out, well played. France are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Pavlovic. Pavlovic gets a foot in here. Now it's Havertz. Chouameni, lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Havertz. Spread it left. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And the shot! That was superb!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Germany are looking to go forward now. Tries from distance. Nemecha. Musiala. Dembele. Hernandez. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's made its way to him. Well, that's fabulous. And it's half-time. So we go into half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Reached the halfway point. France really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Back on the way then.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
He's got away. He's having a pop. He's done very well to get to that.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
খেলা হইতেছে এক্সেপশন সবাই আমার লাইভটা দেখেন
They've played it short. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. been taken short. Oh, that's nice. And now they can spring out of defence. Continue each to cancel the other out. Hakic. And he's gone for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's managed to get free. And it's Musiala. Bumps him off in and wins back the ball. Kante is there and he can get that clear. And here's Sané. Oh, shooting chance! That was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Germany, number 7. Germany can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defence a very different challenge.
France has the chance to go the other way. Musiala, he has found the way through. Nice control. He's under a lot of pressure there. Upamecano. Well, this is a terrific run. Kimmich. And it's Sané. Now it's Mundas. Can he get it through? Shot a goal!
এটা ছিল মূর্তি
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
For Germany.
Reflections on the goal? Yeah, I think it was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that out, Peter. It's a quality goal.
Saves the shoot.
বল যা
A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and the
Goal.
analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. It's wonderful to watch.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution for Germany, number 10. Germany have opted to make another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Pete.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
তারা একটা ফোন দেন আর জিজ্ঞাসা করি সারাদিন আজকে হেলেই থাকো দেখছেন পরিবারের কথা কোনো মনে আছে বেটারা যদি বড় না থাকে বেটা হলে ভালো করে গেছে
Oh, that one's got no challenge in here.
তার বউ হেলে ওটা পাইলো হেলে
মামা সান করো
It's going to go a long way.
চলতে সময় লাগবে না ফোন দিতে আর টাকা নাই এই
And they've got a throw.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
We are into overtime, and he's got the beating of his man. Looking to play him in. Shot! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
বুঝতে গেছে
And very quickly, a substitute made his mark. That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
শেষ
And that is it.
বুঝতে গেছে তুই আগে আগে এসে
That is the end of the road. This is where their ambitions die. So much promise, so much potential. They will not be going forward from here.
সবাই পাশে থাকেন আবার
স্বামী ভালো হইলে স্বামী
So another step closer to the big business on this ultimate global stage for the game. And with it comes heightened expectations, heightened ambitions and aspirations. This place really is sparkling, the atmosphere as strong as the ultimate prize. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So with every step comes heightened hope, heightened expectation, Jim.
Yes, Peter, I think this is probably the round where you get a serious indication as to who the serious candidates are, who has the momentum.
And of course there are tactical considerations to take into account.
Yeah, that too. All factors that will have a hand in today's outcome.
And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two. It's Akiush. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Does it make the difference? Yeah, Leroy Sané, he's one of the most fleet-footed players around, Peter, and a massive threat with the ball at his feet. He knows where the goal is too, and his finishing is both precise and very effective. He's going to add a real dynamism to this forward line, either looking for the through ball on the counter or taking on his... Havertz! Germany! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curve. You can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন কমেন্ট করুন
Germany have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Mbappe. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
advised they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
একটু ভিতর থেকে মারলে গোল হইতো রে।
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Oh, this looks sharp.
এই বাপতে বাপতে।
Mbappe. Oh, really well played.
That is well cleared. It's a searching pass, and he's there to clear it. Upamecano is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Sané. Schlotterbeck.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Havertz does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Koundé. Akiush. Throw it. Conte. And it's Tchouaméni. It's destined for the flank.
Minutes has
It's
been
the return
indicated.
pass. Musiala. It's Kimmich. And it's Sané. That's it, 45 minutes up.
কে জিতবো?
It's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much on the grabs. France currently behind by 1-0 to
একটা
nil
goal
at
দরকার।
the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been
Sundar.
fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we are back on the way.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And they're back on the ball again. Schlotterbeck still chasing the game, trailing by one. Tries one from range.
তাই
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Pavlovic. Musiala has created one goal already. Almost an hour gone. And he's making progress on the ball. That pass isn't the best. They've got to be quick to recover this. He's having a shot!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's made its way to him. Real chance! And that is high.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Takes on his marker.
Such good technique.
Wirtz is onto this.
Germany clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That has not gone well. Nicely spread. And it's Sané.
sends him for the original offence.
Substitution for Germany. Number 10, Musiala. Number 17, Wirtz. Number 19, Sane. Coming on the field, number 8, Leon
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Number 13, Rose.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
I think they're done. They
আবার লাইটে
are
গেল।
done. And that is the end of the road.
একটা
This is
গোল
where their
গোল
ambitions
দিতে ভালো
die.
হয়েছে।
So much promise, so much potential. They will not be going forward from here.
কি বলবো দিছি
খেলা জমতেছে, হারলেও খেলা ভালো খেলতেছে। যতক্ষণ না জিতবো ততক্ষণ লাইভ থাকবে, ঠিক আছে? দেখেন, লাইক করেন, সাবস্ক্রাইব করেন, কমেন্ট করেন। না, আমাদের কাছে আমার লাভ, এটা তো লাভ। সারাদিন সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন সবাই, 100 সাবস্ক্রাইব চাই। যারা দেখতেছেন তারা সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন, লাইক করুন, লাইক বেশি বেশি।
So welcome to another round of thrills and spills that comes with the territory of knockout football of the highest order, where we're about to witness a clash of two sides both passionately supportive and unashamedly single-minded in their quest to make the final 8. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So with every step comes heightened hope, heightened expectation, Jim.
Yes, Peter, I think this is probably the round where you get a serious indication as to who the serious candidates are, who has the momentum.
And of course there are tactical considerations to take into account.
Yeah, that too. All factors that will have a hand in today's outcome.
So things are underway. Goes for goal!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he's found it.
গোল খাবে কিলিয়ান মবাপ্পে।
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Kai Havertz. I felt a little sorry for him when he first arrived in English football, because I don't think he was playing in his correct position. And I know he was helped, but all the help
ম্যান পাইলে মেরে দিতে ভালো পারবে।
can't always make it work. You have to make it work yourself. And he has stuck at it. And I'm really delighted to see the application.
Goes for the shot!
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top,
আমার
but they
দলে
were
এমন
certainly
ব্যবস্থা
tested. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Havertz. 15 minutes till half time. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted.
চান্স, ঠিক আছে চান্স। এর লেগে বল দিল। সবাই দেখতেছেন।
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually.
Five, five.
They've played it short. Cherky. It's Hernandez. It's made by
গোল ওসমান গোল।
France are in front.
Yes.
Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was all
Man,
going to
they're
end up at the back of the net thereafter.
আমরা আগে জানলাম না একদম পায়ের তলাতে ঢুকাইছে গোল গোল
They have what they
This
wanted.
first
The
time
first breakthrough.
lead
France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Pass somewhat off target. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Dembele. There will be 1 minute added time.
around
And that interception.
yes first time yes yes
A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive
yes
moment.
first
It's been
time
compelling
France
stuff.
0-1
France coming in at half-time, leading by 1 goal to nil.
On the evidence of what we've seen, their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though.
And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Mecha and Pavlovic. Wirtz. Conte. Akliush. And it's Conte. Now it's Akliush.
good I think
Cherky will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Conte. France are still that goal to the good. This looks promising. Spread to the right. Sané.
সুন্দর
He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Havertz. Oh, such a clever touch. Now it's Sané.
yes
He should have made them pay. Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. And it's been taken short. And he's hit on goal. Trying the shot.
আবাস
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Now it's Havertz. Pass is just off target.
Germany really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustained. Havertz!
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
Musiala. Coming on to replace him is number 8.
Akliush with the clearance.
সাবাস আগা আগা
France have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
Mbappe takes the shot. France leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Out towards the flank. Just about within shooting range. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished. Has a look up. All the way through, so back it comes. This might spell chance.
শেষ মুহূর্তে এগুলো হলো।
We thought they were done, but never say never.
এই আউলা বলে খেলা লেগে গোলটা খেলে
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
The touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example. Back to parity, and there's barely any time left. Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which all goes well if this goes to extra time.
Number 22.
The time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
At a time.
Nice bit of trickery. Traumeni. Shot at goal! Potential goal of the season contender.
এত
If only.
চান্স
Oh, that's a great chance for a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Substitution for Germany. Number 7. Kai
Germany
Havertz.
have opted to make another change here. So, time for a potential hit. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim. Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part. Well, no winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference. And if you're just back, the action is back underway already. France conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Now it's Mbappe. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Kimmich makes the interception. Now it's Undav. Traumeni spots it and intercepts. Dembele. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
He's looking wide. Hernandez, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Mbappe. He's having a pop.
গোল
Wow, that's crazy!
আউটস্ট্যান্ডিং গোল এটা
That is this the moment they stole it?
কি গোল ভাই মারাত্মক দেখার মতো কি
Number 10. Kylian Mbappe.
একদম কোনায় চলে যাবে বলতে দেখছি আমি
Substitution for Germany. Number 19.
তুমি জার্মানি কে
We're halfway through extra time.
ও না আসেনি
So this is it, one goal it is, and we're down to the last 15 minutes. Everyone on their last legs. Can there be one final twist? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Koundé does well not to be outdone there. This is Goretzka. It's Goretzka!
সাবাস সাবাস
So close to drawing level. Goretzka clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort. Brown plays it short. Very nicely done. Drills, hits it first time. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's been hooked away.
ম্যান সি রে
Tar.
Schlotterbeck. And it's Stiller.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
France close now to seeing this one through to the end. And we're done.
Yes!
So yet another step towards
Really
ultimate
good.
glory, another test passed.
এমবাপ্পে 2-1 দিচ্ছে তাও আবার
Told you somewhat
ওপেন
what
করতে
we've
পারেনি।
witnessed, Jim.
France can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to
Mama.
get the job done. A big statement for anyone who
বাগিনা
might be up next.
আমার বাগিনাটা কি করে? এত ফার্স্ট পজিশন নিয়ে গেছে
And now I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today.
বললাম না কেউ কি লাইনে নাই qualified team France Netherlands Europa Netherlands France versus Netherlands quarter final France জিতে নেদারল্যান্ড দেখেন জার্মানির সাথে জিতে টাইবারে এলা একবার জিতছে পাঁচবার ষষ্ঠবার সপ্তমবারে জিতছে সপ্তমবার হ্যালো সবাই লাইভটা দেখেন
Well, here we are. Two teams both willing to do whatever it takes to reach the last four. They're both here on merit, and there's a healthy sense of both expectation and pressure in either camp. How will the players cope with that? We're about to find out. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, both managers are pains to state that their teams aren't quite where they should be just yet. 7-0! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fellow, Ricky van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Pings it across, and it's hoisted clear. France still without a single shot on target. Cherki. Oh, that is a nice touch. Gravenberg. Now it's Marlon. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Now it's Marlon. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Crosses it in. That's put paid to the danger. And they've got a throw. And it's Gravenberg. Gravenberg running with the ball. And the shot! Goal! The Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly. Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.